So we talked about this earlier on, and literally as soon as I recorded that video, this came out from Yale, the national broadcaster in Finland, that the whole defence of this fellow, this man, we don't know his name, but the whole defence of it was that he was mentally insane, that he didn't know what he was doing, and the judge said so pretty much too, and that's why they didn't put him to prison. But now we found out that they didn't even fucking bother to do a mental health assessment. So basically they made up the law, basically. They say, oh, he's mentally insane. We're going to let him off with it. But he shouldn't be let off, even if he's mentally insane. Because he actively sought out this Sanna Marin, and he actively followed her home. Like, clearly an insane person wouldn't do that. Clearly an insane person would just act like crazy and just randomly pick somebody on the middle of the street. Like, clearly he sought her out. Like, there's clearly no doubt about that. And the same with the other women. Like, he clearly saw it. There's no doubt about it that he's not mentally insane. And I'm sure if they'd done the assessment, they would say the same thing. He's just acting the bollocks, excuse my language, to get out of this situation so he can do it to another woman. And pretty much he got off with it. And it's utterly ridiculous the judge sat there and said, oh yeah, he doesn't know right from wrong, pretty much what was said. But if the assessment was done, it would clearly show that he knew what he was doing. Like, he 100%, 1,000% knew what he was doing. He's not that stupid. He simply is not that stupid, and we know rightly he's only acting the bollocks, and the judge is only taking this is taking the mick. Like, as it says with Yal here, like, usually when you claim mental insanity or that you're mentally disturbed or whatever the story is, you get a mental health assessment to say, yeah, this person doesn't know the right from wrong, right? Even at that too, he shouldn't get off with it, because he's out to causing fear and alarm, and to not even just Sanna Marin, her daughter, probably a whole family too, to be generally onto, and along with a nurse. And then also, just to add to, because remember too, he's also in a lawsuit in another part of Finland for threatening to kill his young daughter, well, young woman, and obviously his ex-wife too. You probably shouldn't be letting him back out to the society, Finnish justice system. But yeah, the judge said, fuck it. The law doesn't apply, we're just going to let him off with it. The defendant was not subject to examination, so they just basically made up the law. Like, literally, quite literally, if this is not the biggest travesty, like, this must be the biggest, like, you see this in Ireland all the time, but this must be the biggest travesty ever in Finland history in terms of a legal case. It's the biggest farce. Like, this is a farce. Like, if you ever wanted to find a farce, this is a farce. Because literally the judge said that he didn't know the difference between right and wrong, but there was not even an assessment. I wouldn't mind if there was a piece of paper saying, yeah, he didn't know the difference between right and wrong. At least there was something carried out to say, he didn't know. There was examination done for a day or two to see, did he know if this was right or if this was wrong. They didn't even fucking bother to ask him. Let's put it this way. They didn't even fucking bother. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a fucking farce. Like, I'm sure they would know. And the judge knows well, and I'm sure the prosecutor knows well, and the Finnish state knows well, that he was only acting the cunt. Like, he doesn't care a damn. He knows rightly, he's only putting on the fool. Like, let's be fair, he isn't mentally insane. Like, there's no doubt he isn't mentally insane. In my head, there's no doubt. Because he's done this before. If he was mentally insane, he would be acting crazy. But he clearly sought out these women. He clearly did. There's no doubt about it that the mentally insane person wouldn't, like, randomly go around stalking people. They would do something, it's insane. I don't believe it. I don't think anybody believes it, because he clearly knows what he's doing. Simple as that. He just has a hatred towards women. That's the problem. They don't want to admit that, but that's the truth, in my view. Because in every bit of evidence I have seen, that's clearly what I have seen. That he's not stupid. He knows how to look after the money, etc. He's not spending. He has a load of money from the Finnish state. Of course, he's not stupid when it comes to that. But it's utterly ridiculous that the judge will say, oh, he didn't know the difference between right and wrong, when they didn't even do the assessment. I hate to laugh, but it's a joke that some fucking bollocks of a judge sat in the seat and say, oh yeah, he didn't know the difference. I didn't even do the assessment. There was no assessment done, but he's mentally insane. In this country, like, that would be a weird trial. Like, Sanna Marin should generally say, I want a wee trial. Like, this fellow should be going to prison. Not even that, to let him off with it entirely. Like, is this judge well? Is this judge well that they sat there and said this? Because at the very least, the examination should have been done. Like, I would have thought, I didn't even consider that they wouldn't do a mental examination. I thought they would. Like, there's no doubt in every other case in this country now, and even though this country's a fucking disgrace in terms of the justice system, in fairness, they would do a mental health assessment, even though they could be fucking backwards. At least they would do it. At least they would take the time to do it, and at least then we have something to show. But in this case, they didn't even do it. Like, are you mad? And the judge sat down and said he's not guilty. Are you mad? because of his mental health. Are you crazy? Are you deliberately insane? Like, is this judge well? Like, this the next thing? Is the judge well? Is he well? Because I don't think he is well, because he shouldn't be coming out. Like, this is a disgrace. Like, usually in any court case, regardless if it's a traffic violation or anything, you check and see is the person mentally fit to stand trial. But, like, what is this? Like, what is this madness? Like, what is this? Somebody explain this to me. Because it's utterly ridiculous that they said he's mentally insane, but we didn't even do the assessment. Like, what are you smoking? Like, what is this judge smoking? What are they smoking? What is the Finnish Department of Justice smoking? What are they smoking? Because they must be smoking something very strong. You know, because are you mad? Like, are you mad? Are you generally mad? Like, I never seen the like. Like, it's just what in the name of God is this? Like, what in the name of God is this? Like, let's be fair. What is this? This is justice? It's fucking. I don't know. Is this judge have something against Sanna Marin, or what's the story here? Because at this stage, there's something definitely seriously wrong. Because this fellow shouldn't. This is a travesty. Like, whatever but a travesty ever before. This is the biggest travesty I think I've ever seen. But yeah, let me know what you think, because regardless if you like Sanna Marin, it doesn't even matter about that. It's about justice. It's about justice for wrongdoing in the world. This fellow's committed wrong, but it's evil. That's all they say.